Hey, so I'm coming in to do a collective update for the signs for the month of February. I want to see what's coming out for, your sign, what to watch out for, what the energy around you, maybe a guide, a crystal, something to help you through this February. So I'm going to start with my water signs. So I'm going to see, and I'm going to start with, that one there, we already flipped there. I'm going to start with Pisces. Pisces here. What's coming out for Pisces for this February? Let's see. Archetypal energy here is the Six of Wands. We've got some triumph here. Looks like, we're kind of walking out of battle. We're triumphant. We've kind of got this little army behind us here. So we're on our high horse, it looks like. Wands are kind of like empowerment. They're the solar plexus, they're the fire. And I feel like here we've kind of like we're overcoming something. We have this energy of winning. Celebrating, I'm getting too with that. So let's see what else comes out. Let's pull a guide here. Who's the guide coming out for Pisces for February? And we got Diamond. That's totally like the triumphant, kind of it just giving me like that, that winning, that triumph, that being victorious. I'm guessing, yeah, like being victorious, in your pursuits here. So it's saying Ascended Master Babaji and Diamond. So it shall be. So yeah, we got that energy of like, yeah, it is what it's going to be here. It's going to be triumphant. I pursue my soul purpose with passion and dedication. I have an inner knowing that everything is working out according to a greater loving plan. My highest priorities reflect the desires of my soul, and I generously invest time, energy, and focus on what truly motivates my heart. My commitment to my heart's loving truth is my sanctuary, and inner stillness anchors me in peace. I am calm as the wild creativity of the divine feminine stimulates my soul growth and spiritual awakening. So yeah, we've got this diamond. So the diamond is like giving me very diamond light body. I feel like, we're rising up. We're like over, I feel like, our obstacles. We're rising up kind of over our obstacles. Ascended Masters come out with like wisdom, teaching, life lessons. I feel like we're kind of triumphing over that, but also too with our energy, like our personal power, I feel like here is being lit up, like being on that high horse. I feel like that's what it's going to feel like this February, and not in a like, get off your high horse, not like in that kind of way, but it's like, yeah, we're owning that. We're rising above it. We've got this too, it looks like we've got some sort of bird messengers on here, so I'll see if that comes up in the collective. But we've got this guide. You might have a guide as a hawk, a falcon, something like that there. So watch out for this February. But yeah, we're like, we're pursuing your soul's purpose with passion, and it's saying dedication here. We're dedicated to it. I have an inner knowing that everything is working out. So yeah, it's like, yeah, I already know everything's working out. We're on that high horse, right? And it's according to a greater loving plan. My highest priorities reflect the desires of my soul. So yeah, I generously invest my time, energy, and focus on what truly moves my heart. We're really getting into that alignment, it feels like here. So let me see a soul lesson that comes up. So I would suggest they have some meditations on Spotify for these guide cards here that come out. So we're shining bright. We're shining bright. So I would suggest checking that out. Ascended Master Babaji and Diamond. So soul lesson at this time. So we have blame coming up here. And I feel like this one just came up this week, actually. for the collective this week. So it says, I expect responsibility for my well-being. Yeah, so I feel like here we're really owning that. We're really owning our spiritual, emotional, it's like everything. We're really owning that. It's the diamond. It's kind of encompassing everything. And we're victorious in that. This is our solar plexus here. So I feel like here, this solar plexus is like starting to get, like we've got this fire here. We've got this full moon in Leo that kind of starts at the first of the month. And then I feel like it's lighting up things inside of us. But we're taking responsibility, you know, we're not blaming it on external factors anymore. We're not blaming it on our past anymore. We're really owning that. We're being victorious in that too. It's like we're really riding high, and like it's like this energy of like you should be proud of yourself. Let me see what else is coming out here, because it's saying my commitment to my heart's love and truth is my sanctuary. Yeah, like we have this commitment, this pursuit, passions, soul desires here. So like we're owning this. We're owning that. What do we got here? Compassion. We've got 369 coming out here. So yeah, I feel like here we have some call to be compassionate, maybe with ourselves at this time. But also here we've got like this flower opening. I feel like our compassion is now opening even more. I feel like there was some lessons in this. In this kind of mastery, in this triumph, there's going to be some lessons of compassion, I feel like here. Compassion for others, but I feel like compassion for self. 369 is, you know, kind of that number of the universe here. So if you're seeing that number, I feel like here, you know, that's kind of a reminder or a prompt here for this card. So we got this energy of having this compassion for ourselves too, because it's like whenever we're finally taking responsibility for our well-being, we're really starting to dig into things ourselves. Like if maybe we had something that we blamed on an external force. So let's say like an illness, and we're blaming that on the universe, or we're blaming that on bad luck, or we're blaming that on something else. We haven't really taken like a look into that. You know, we haven't taken a deep dive into that because we're in that blame. So now that we're accepting that, you're taking deep dives into that. And sometimes you need compassion with yourself when doing that. Because you're going to start uncovering things when you're going into that, if that makes any sense here. So I'm gonna pull a totem animal. But I feel like here we've got this solar plexus energy of like lighting up. Ooh, almost had some fall. Got this solar plexus energy of really lighting up. Taking responsibility for our boundaries, taking responsibility for our thoughts, taking responsibility for our desires, taking responsibility for, you know, what we speak, you know, what we put out into the world, the energy of that. Soul growth. This thing here, we have the soul growth, you know, spiritual awakening. I feel like here, yeah, there's another kind of level that we're awakening to. And I feel like it's going to open up greater compassion even. So we have this sea turtle, protection. Yeah, and I like here, we've kind of got all these little guides in the back here, and it's like this little army of like protection behind you. Saying here, you are a master of finding life's flow. So yeah, you're like winning. I feel like you're gonna be winning this February. It's like that flow, you're gonna be in flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm, and your path will unfold. He's kind of walking this horse, and like, you know, we're going onto a path here. So being in harmony, having that, you know, that mind and heart harmony, but also to those like, not having the conflicts, maybe putting up some of those boundaries too. Persevere and you will succeed. So yeah, you will be triumphant. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. So you have this protection around you. I feel like this too, because we're awakening to another level. I feel like here we've got a lot of guides behind us here, you know, that has our back in this. But yeah, it's about being in that harmony, inner and outer harmony. So we're saying here, be protected and happy. So it looks like here we've got this energy of happiness around us. Let's see, I'm gonna pull, let me see here, let me do, trying not to make these too long. do a couple more here, and let's see. February for Pisces. A jewel within a teardrop. Yeah, this is the compassion card is talking about here. It's saying appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. So yeah, there is some sort of spiritual awakening. There's some sort of soul growth that's going through this. Taking responsibility for ourselves, accepting responsibility for our well-being, our thoughts, our, you know, whatever that encompasses. Mind, body, soul connection here. But you're going to find the appreciation. It's like that diamond in the rough. And I love how we have this here, a jewel within a teardrop. It's like giving me that, finding the gift within the pain, like in the pain and the sadness, finding that gift. It's almost like, what is it? Diamond in the rough. It's like finding that diamond in the rough type of thing. But I feel like here there's an ending. So there's like a chapter. I feel like that there's a chapter ending here. There's a completion. We've got this circle too on here. There's like this completion of an energy here, and it could be the energy of, you know, blame, of us maybe having those external factors and really taking a look and owning ourselves here. But I feel like here there is going to be some, you know, we got that spiritual and emotional reconnection. So yeah, be compassionate with yourself and going through that. But yeah, we've got this completion to an energy, and you're going to find you're gaining wisdom out of it. That's what the Ascended Masters are. They're wisdom, learning, teaching life lessons. You're gaining the wisdom out of it. You're protected at this time here. Let me pull another crystal companion. So you got diamond for one. Let's see what else. Diamond, and we've got Aragonite. Who needs it? Anyone feeling out of alignment, in need of a major reset? Where to put it? Meditation cushion adjacent. When to use it? When it's time to retreat to your shell or step out of it. If you want to be square with the outside world, first you've got to get square with your inside world. Yeah, it's that harmony. Call on Aragonite to help set a healthy, sustainable balance. Yeah, it's about that balance here. Find your center. So yeah, it looks like here Aragonite. I want to keep saying Aragonite for some reason. It's look like it's going to help you find your center here and bring some of that balance in. Because I feel like you have this overall energy of being victorious in this. Maybe there's a little bit of dramas going on here, because we've got like getting out of alignment. Maybe there's a little bit of drama, in need of a major reset. So I like how it says here, it's time to retreat to your shell or step out of it. I feel like here you're being called to step out of it and not retreat in, because we got this energy of like riding on this horse, you know, out. So yeah, I feel like you're being asked to step out of it. Let's see here. I always want to do these videos, and I want to do them short, but I always end up doing them long because I like to pull the cards. Let's see a dimensional. Let's see what dimensions we've got coming out here. Emotional freedom. Yeah, that's pretty perfect, I would say. So we've got this vulnerable expression, flow. We've got the water coming out here. A lot of Pisces, you know, that Pisces energy, that water with the ocean, being in flow, in rhythm. We've got this expression. That's why I said I feel like you're being called to step out of it. You're being called to express yourself in this, not kind of shell away and like hide away from it. But also to be vulnerable. And that means coming out of it, coming out of our shell, being vulnerable. Here, but yeah, this is a beautiful card. We've got this emotional freedom 12, which I associate to number 3 with the 1 and 2 Ascended Masters. So yeah, this is a teaching in emotional freedom. You're going to be victorious on it though. I feel like this is going to give you more compassion. You're going to find like you're going to find the lesson. You're going to find the little jewel in, you know, what maybe you're currently going through, or maybe this is at the beginning of the month, because I'm getting like we have this 10 energy, but I feel like there's maybe was a little bit of drama with something, but I feel like you're going to find the emotional freedom within it, because you're going to detach from it. I think we've got this, you know, accepting responsibility for my well-being, for mine. I feel like here you might be detaching from a situation where your emotions are maybe very tied up to. And it's going to help with, it's going to give you some emotional freedom here. Okay. Let's do past life. Always like tapping into my past lives here. So it shall be. I like that. It's like, it's going to happen. So it shall be. My commitment to my heart's loving truth is my sanctuary. Past life coming up here. Let's see here. We've got this wealth, and I love it here. We got the king on the horse. We got a king here. You know, he's riding on this like high horse. So it's like, yeah, I feel like we've got it saying abundance, entitlement. So I feel like there is going to be some abundance out of it, and it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be not only emotional, but I feel like here there's going to be some sort of physical wealth or abundance around it. It's about like relationships and cooperation, but also that balance with that number 2. I feel like here you're going to find like a wealth of knowledge or a wealth of appreciation, but I feel like here it's going to bring in more abundance into your life as well. So I'm going to see a karmic thread, and then I will pull 1 or 2 more. Okay, karmic thread. What are we pulling at here? What's the karmic thread that's coming up this month for February? Let the truth set you free. That's why I was like, you're called to being like to step out and to express. It's saying here, speak the truth you've hidden. I love how we have this like jewel within the teardrop, which is like hidden. Diamond in the rough. The diamond is hidden. Huh. Speak your truth you've hidden. Your need, your fear, your regret. Freedom begins there. We've got a lot of, you know, we've got emotional freedom coming out. Like, you just can't make this stuff up. The cards are just too beautiful. They're just go along with each other so well. And it's like we're almost like releasing. We're being asked to release. See here how we're kind of like, it's just like he's screaming, like almost like tormented. So maybe there is something where you're going out and you're being asked to just like scream, release it. Maybe in the woods, or you know, you just like kind of like to yourself. But also too, I feel like you're being asked to speak your truth in a situation. Something that is really dear to you that is supposed to come out. This is going to help free it. And maybe there was a situation where you were blamed for something, and you hid, you know, there was something that someone didn't know, and maybe like you hid that to spare other people or something, or something like that. It's just like there's something hidden here, and maybe it is around this blame here, but you're being asked to kind of let it out, let the truth set you free. So we got a higher self card, future higher self. What does our future higher self want us to know? What do we got here? What you seek is seeking you. When you rest, you will find it. So yeah, I'm saying we have this energy of like stepping out, and then you've got this energy too. It's saying here of rest on this card. So there might be some sort of release after you speak your truth. I feel like there's going to be some sort of release where maybe there is a period of a little bit of rest where we get after that. But I feel like here, you're seeking emotional freedom. You're seeking freedom. And it's looking for you too. That's what I'm getting. It will find you. When you rest, it will find you. So I feel like here, yeah, there is going to be like a release, and then maybe there'll be a period of rest where you're getting some, you know, you're finding the wisdom in it. Interesting. The balance. That's what it is. Yes, okay, now I get it. Yes, it's the balance. That's funny. Release. Release and rest. It's kind of like release and renew. It's like that balance. Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Okay, affirmation is shining light. So I'd take a screenshot of this if you can. It's going to be your healing affirmation for the month. I would say it as many times as possible. We've got this pyramid on here, and that's always like giving me knowledge. Like it's like esoteric knowledge, and then we've got this like cross here. I feel like here we've got this Christ consciousness with this compassion, and like that appreciation for the journey, the appreciation for the lesson. It's like that Christ consciousness. So it says here, my desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. Yeah, and we're pursuing our soul's purpose and passion. We're dedicated to that. You know, we have an inner knowing everything's working out. You know, my highest priorities are reflecting my desires. So we're like, you have a desire. It's saying here, my desire to improve myself, transform my fear into strength. We've got desire coming out here too. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. So we're raising our vibration. I feel like we're raising up. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. Yeah, we're discovering that jewel. We're discovering that diamond inside. So that was for Pisces. I know that was a lot, but that's what's coming up for you for February. So I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you.